also red eyes and a blue eye on the tops of my pillars. Also, someone wrote in what I'm assuming in blood.
Talked over your radio com.
Gotcha. I'm also getting something that says the answer lies, written presumably in blood.
Roger, I've got a couple answers, I think, and I think we're gonna have to start saying over.
Good copy, over.
I think I want to restart this real quick to see if I can get this radio sound filter to work, because it's a little weird. It just sounds like you're talking in Discord for me. Can you confirm that there's like a radio filter on my voice? Over.
Yeah, affirmative, there's a radio filter on your voice, over.
Okay, Roger, I'm going to send us back to the lobby and we'll restart this.
How do I get a radio voice filter, over?
Dude, when I go to the leave game, there's two buttons. Return to game or leave to die. Sorry, Kurt, here, leave to die. So I don't know, I don't see it as like a setting or anything. I think it was just a bug. I didn't, like, it you know how like in Insurgency, when you talk over the voice chat, there's like a radio filter. It sounds like they're talking to radio. I just didn't have that for you. Start the game.
I'm also a little concerned now that I realize that one of the makers of this game is Total Mayhem Games. Just the name Total Mayhem in a puzzle game is foreboding.
Hello?
Radio check, over.
Loud and clear, over. I still don't have that filter, but oh well, I'm not gonna sweat it.
Good copy, over. Okay, I got symbols on bricks, over.
My setting real quick because I didn't save.
Okay, good to go. Symbols on bricks. Go ahead, over.
Do you have any orientation you need to be worried about? They're a little scattered, over.
Unknown, over.
Okay, I got a zigzag with 2 angles, 3 crossing lines with a circle, 2 triangle flags kissing, a slidey N, a W with a line coming out of the bottom, a tall M, 2 lines crossing with a circle, an A with a line coming off of the crossbar, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 4 pointed zigzag. Over.
Roger, I have a chart here on the wall with several of these symbols you've mentioned and several other.
Good copy. I have a blue eye, a red eye. Not seeing any other eyes, over.
Roger, can you repeat again the first symbol? Is there an order to these symbols, like as if they're left to right or up to down, over?
It's left to right across 3 different rows of bricks, so there is a little bit of up and down, over.
Roger, go ahead and describe that first symbol to me, whatever you perceive as the first in the order. Over.
Okay, farthest left, in the middle row. Little line going down, long line zigging back up, short zigzag back down.
Roger, so is it almost like a check mark with a bit of a tail at the top end? Over.
Affirmative, over.
Roger, there's a couple of possibilities here, but why don't you check out the eyes? Can you interact with any of them? That symbol, I believe, would correlate to a red eye. Over.
I can't interact with the eyes. Essentially there's a brick wall. On the pillar on the left is a blue eye. On the pillar on the right at the top is a red eye. So I have pillar with a blue eye, a whole brick wall with these symbols, a lot of blank bricks, and then a pillar with the red eye at the top, over.
Roger, so this chart of mine shows blue, red, as well as green eyes correlating to various symbols. I am noticing that symbols are repeating themselves on this chart, so I'm not sure what that would mean. You mentioned something earlier about text written in blood. I have something similar here. Can you describe what you're seeing? Over?
Above a bunch of junk, barrels, crates, a knocked over bookcase. Written in blood, it says, "The answer lies."
Roger, I've got blood written on a book here that states, "Between the eyes." Over.
Good copy. On your list of symbols, is there like a path of them that would connect the eyes, over?
Not so sure about that. It's essentially 2 columns of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows, 2 columns of symbols, and beside each symbol there is a colored eye, either blue, red, or green. There is a symbol at the top that is something like Illuminati. It's like a triangle with an eye in the center of it, not colored. Oh.
Good copy. Do you want me to try interacting with one of the bricks and seeing if there's a reaction on your end, over?
Roger, go ahead. I'm just gonna have a look around the library, see if there's anything here I might be missing. Over.
Affirmative. Any symbol you want me to interact with, over?
No clue. Just go ahead and press one at random. Over.
Okay, there's a check mark with an extra tail, over.
Nothing seems to have happened here. Over.
Roger. When I interact with them, they light up and they'll stay on, but then I've gotten 2 to light up, and then when I went to a third one, it turned them all off, over. There seems to be like a particular sequence, perhaps. Over.
I have just found some sort of map. I'm not sure to where, perhaps where you are. It also has markings on it, seemingly barricades, maybe doorways, and also X's, also colored in blue, red, and green, similar to the eyes on my chart. So there might be some sort of pattern here. Over.
Yeah, good copy, over. In my In another part of the room, there is a door with a purple gate in the way. I'm guessing this sequence is what opens that. Over.
So is there anything green or related to green within your room? Over.
Negative. Over.
Roger. Well, it seems that I'm going to be able to provide you assistance in some sort of order here. I've had a good look around the portion of the library here that I can go through. Pretty much apart from the Between the Eyes and a couple of other thus far unrelated things I found, it's just Between the Eyes and this chart with eyes, which is maybe just telling me to look at that. But there are several locked doors here in the library, so I will likely be able to access more information later on. As for the order of the symbols on your bricks, if there is a blue and a red eye within your room, no green eyes, I'm gonna take a guess here and say that I should read you the order of these symbols and exclude the symbols that correlate to green eyes. That sound good with you, Over?
Sounds good to me. Over.
Roger, so there's a symbol that looks like the letter A that sort of has a little T in the center of it. You see it? Over?
Affirmative. Over.
Roger, that is your first. Go ahead and press that in. Over.
Affirmative. It's been pressed. Over.
Second symbol in the order sort of looks like a pitchfork or a trident. It looked like a letter T, capital T, but somebody curved the ends of it upward, like a fine mustache. Over.
Good copy. Pressing that turned everything off. Over.
Indicate some sort of reset, like we may have pressed the wrong one. Over.
Affirmative.
Right, well, no matter which way I choose to read this, that would have been next symbol, so that's a bit of a stump. Over. If you are to look between the eyes, so to speak, you can see the two eyes wherever they were in your room. Do the eyes maybe point at something if you were to look between them?
They would point at that wall that says the answer lies. Over.
Roger. Just not sure what this hint might mean. Between the eyes. Over. Could you describe the room that you're in for me, the shape of it, if there's any crates or shelves within there? Over.
Affirmative. So, shape of the room. It is symmetrical, but not perfect rectangular. Everything is based on squares, but picture it as the middle of the room is like 4 squares, but then off to the left you get 2 square, or 1.5 squares I should say, just off center, making kind of like a blocky Y. In kind of the centerpiece of this is the purple gated door. Facing the door, the left wing, there are 3 crates and a barrel with some candles on it. The right wing facing the door has a table, some crates, a locked chest. That is where I picked up the radio. Immediately in front of the purple gated door, there is a pillar in the center of this kind of biggest area. Off to my right, facing the door, is the wall that has the symbols on it, and there are pillars on all the corners and one in the center of this main chunk of the room. At the tops of those pillars with the wall with the symbols, on the left there is a blue eye, on the right there is a red eye. Opposite of that wall is the blood letters, the answer lies. Over.
Roger, so I do have a map here, as I said, with some markings on my table. It does not appear to correlate to your current position. We might be in for a heck of a ride here, man. Over.
Good copy. Over. So describe to me this map you have with the symbols with the eyes. Is there just an eye and a symbol next to it, or are they arranged in such a way that maybe you have to connect red and blue eyes, and it's where those cross are the symbols? Over.
Negative. It's almost like a chart that you would read at an eye doctor, just these rows of symbols, although not many columns. It's basically two vertical lines of these symbols, and along each side of these vertical lines, so off the left of the left column and off to the right of the right column, there is a colored eye that seems to correlate with each symbol. I'm not sure how the look between the eyes hint might help out anything here, because in between each of the eyes, well, it could be a pair of symbols. Over.
Good copy. Over. Is there perhaps a first pair between a red and a blue eye? Over.
Roger, I was just thinking that I do have two pairs. Tell me again, which eye color is on the left when you look at them? Over.
Blue eye on the left. Over.
Roger, blue eye left, red eye right. There is a pair that correlates to that. We might be getting somewhere. The first symbol would be that very tall M for Mike. The second symbol would be, I suppose looks like what a lowercase n would look like, or an uppercase N with that third rightmost line erased. Over.
Good copy. That seemed to work, and it opened up my door. Over.
Roger, knew that because I've got achievements. Over.
Good copy. Over. The entrance to the room was pressure plate trapped and locked the door behind me. I'm now in a room with a grandfather clock with no clock face, a wall of more symbols, and a picture of a stork with a bedroll on its back. Over.
Roger, I've had a new room unlock in the library here, a round domed room. The only thing in here is many pictures of very strange animals, which I believe you've described one of, and there are different symbols underneath each of these paintings. I do not recognize these symbols as of yet. You said a stork with a, I think it's a shell on its back. I've got a couple of variations here. Over.
Good copy. My picture has 3 squares on the bottom, and this wall seems like it's made of tiles of those symbols I could take and place under it. Looking closer at this picture, it is a stork with a blue snail shell, with very long legs, webbed feet, long feathery tail. It is a blue kind of spiral swirly snail shell. Over.
Roger, I have 3 potential matches. I've got to ask you a question about its head. Firstly, most obviously, does it have a skull for a head? Over.
Negative. Normal, long-billed stork head. Over.
Roger, and tell me, on the back of its head, is there a smaller sort of snubby beak as well as its long beak, or is it one single long beak as it should be? Over.
One long single beak as it should be. It does have 5 little tufts. Like hairs, could be small feathers out the top of the head. Over.
Roger, I've got your stork in sight here. I have 3 symbols that I can direct you to line up from left to right. The first symbol is going to be... there's many ways to describe these. Imagine someone with a square head, square eyes and a mouth, and they have a shocked expression on their face and these tufts of hair up the either side of their head. Can you identify such a symbol? Over.
Roger, I've identified said symbol. Over.
Roger, this symbol will go on the left. Over.
Roger, symbol's been placed on the left. Over.
Right, center symbol looks something like a basin or maybe a fancy goblet of sorts. It should have a flat top and the top of it is sort of a half circle, and then underneath the half circle you have maybe these handle-like shapes supporting it from a stem. Can you identify this? Over.
Roger, does it look like a man with a watermelon wedge head holding his own head? Over.
Affirmative, melon head. Over.
Roger, melon head placed in the middle. Over.
Right and final symbol looks maybe like a fancy entrance to a church. Sort of a doorway with a crescent above it, like maybe a window above the doorway, and there's a cross above it, but somebody broke off the left side of the cross. Over.
Affirmative, got that symbol. Seems to be a match. Over.
Roger, I've heard another door open. I'm gonna go have a look. You see what you are moving on to. Over.
Roger, I have a empty room, red pipes, staircase down. Water's filling up my room. Over. There's a door that says the word purple, but the color of the word is green. Repeat, the word is purple, the color of the word is green. Over.
Roger. I've entered a room that is flooded with pipes. I have 3 valves, blue, red, and yellow. Remind me again what the word says and what the color of the word is. Over.
The word says purple, the color of the word is green. Over. And I have red pipes in my room. Over.
Roger, I'm going to turn these colored valves to make a combination of purple. Let me know what happens. Over.
The water level is dropping. Over.
Good. Alright, I'm heading back up to the library. Over.
Good copy. I'm going through the door that's been opened. Over. Okay, I have come to a gate with a white lever that I think will open a gate. Looking through, there is another note written in blood that says, "Bring down the guiding light."
Roger, I do know what it's referencing. That is an instruction for me. I will be able to use this map to guide you somewhere. Over.
Good copy. Just let me know when you're ready for me to pull this lever and go to the next room. Over.
Roger, so you are at a white gate, right? Over.
Affirmative. White gate. White lever to the right of the gate. Over.
Roger, go ahead and open that gate and go through. I believe I'm going to have to lead you to levers to open other gates. Over.
Copy. Over. Okay, I've had to kind of man-trap myself through. Over. Okay, I got very big room now.
Closed behind you, but the way forward opened. Over.
Affirmative. Over.
Roger, so I believe what I have here is a map of the floor you're on, which is a bit topsy-turvy, curvy-wurvy. I have X's to indicate levers that are colored corresponding to 2 gates. I can see, at least by default, which gates are open and which gates are closed, and every time you pull the lever, one will open, one will close. So just for the time being, you should probably go and have a look around. When you...
Are you moving in here? Over.
Been out here. Over.
Something just crossed a hallway in here with me. Over.
Roger.
Okay, I've come across a green gate. Over.
Roger, so lever red gate is behind that green gate. Do you have a compass available? Over.
Negative. Over. At least not that I found yet. Over.
Roger, so my thought is there's a couple of rooms accessible to you now that will become inaccessible when certain gates are closed, so just make sure there's nothing useful for you in these rooms, and let me know when you're ready to move on. I actually know where you're meant to go here, so I can guide you there fairly easily. Over.
Good copy. Over. I found a painting of a dog with a candelabra head. Over.
Roger, let me check my art gallery. Over. That's a negative on dogs. Over.
Good copy. Over. I have found a blue lever. Over.
Roger that. Blue lever. So you found the room where the green gate was closed. If you flip that lever, that will become inaccessible, but you will be able to go down the opposite hallway, and you will not then be obstructed by a blue gate that should, by default, be closed.
Good copy. You recommend that I pull? Over.
Roger, you will need to go there eventually. There is a green lever inside of that room. Over.
Good copy. Over. Okay, I've found the blue closed gate going the other way to try to find the other. So that's the white gate. I just saw someone dragging a body. Over.
Roger, maybe find a Glock. Over.
Found a picture of a slobbery bulldog. Over.
Roger, no dogs in my gallery. I'm not sure they're relevant. Over.
Good copy. Over. Okay, I have found a green lever. Over.
green lever will likely close a gate directly in front of that green lever, but it will allow you to access the room beyond the first green gate you had found. I believe you'll need to pull the green lever, backtrack back to the blue lever, and flip it the other direction, and head back to where you saw that green gate. Over.
Good copy, over.
Once you've flipped that red lever, I can guide you directly to the exit. Over.
Copy, making my way back to the green gate, over. Do I need to flip the blue lever you said, over?
Roger, if you haven't flipped it since the green switch, you will need to flip the blue lever back to its original position in order to raise a gate that would be blocking your access to the area where that first green gate was. Over.
Good copy, over. Okay, I found the red lever, over. Flipping it now.
Roger, so out of your room, you'll need to pass directly through the rectangular room that you came from before. You'll go straight across it into a hallway that turns right. Over.
Affirmative. I've come to a Y with a closed red gate, over.
One moment. Over. Roger, so you'll need to backtrack back to the blue lever and flip that. Over.
Good copy, over.
After the blue lever, you'll need to make your way to the green lever. That would open the gate that's right next to it. You should be able to then pass through there and through some stairs that'll be directly on your left, which were previously blocked by a red gate. Over.
Good copy. Just flip the blue lever, over. Do I need to flip the green lever, over?
If you were to try to go past the green lever, I believe there should be a green gate blocking your way, so you'll need to raise that.
Okay, affirmative. I am now in a snowy courtyard with a giant chessboard, over.
Roger, I've had no new doors open in here so far as I can tell. Anything beside the chessboard? Over.
Purple gated door. There is a lever with a machine with a red light. Seems to be like some kind of generator, over. Oh, I got 2 dials and a a needle indicating it is at the top end of the green. Over.
Right.
After playing a timing mini game, I've lit up 3 green lights and turned a generator on. Over.
Roger. Roger, I have powered a projector.
I'm beginning to freeze out here. Over.
Roger, I'm able to play a sequence of chess moves. Are you going to be playing one side or both? Over.
I seem to be able to interact with both sides. Over.
Roger, these instructions might come pretty fast. Do you have a grid, as in a number and a letter that I can correspond these moves to as I do on my end? Over.
Not here, but I guess we can just kind of make one with the chessboard. Over.
Roger, so I do have one here. Let me... Alright, so... if you're looking at the board from the white side, the bottom left would be 1A. As you go up the board towards black, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. As you go right toward the other corner of the white space, that is A, B, C, D, and so on.
Good copy.
Copy over.
Good copy. Over. Oh. I am very close to freezing to death. Over.
Roger, is it possible for you to go back inside?
Negative.
Roger, I'm going to just start giving you some instructions here. This is probably going to be pretty difficult. Alright, starting this playback now. White pawn 2E goes to 4E. Black pawn 7E goes to 5E. Oh my lord. Alright, start with that.
I got the white pawn moved. Over.
Say again, over?
I moved the white pawn from 2E to 4E. Over.
Roger, move black pawn 7E to 5E. Over.
Pawn has been moved. Over.
Roger, move the rightmost white bishop to 4 Charlie.
Okay, the bishop has been moved. Over.
Roger, restarting film. Move white. I don't know the difference between the king and the queen on these icons, but 1 delta. Move 1 delta to 3 foxtrot.
What about the black move after the white bishop? Over.
Stand by. Alright, so white pawn moves, black pawn moves, white bishop moves, black pawn 7 bravo to 6 bravo. Over.
Affirmative. Black pawn's been moved.
Roger. White piece 1 delta to 3 foxtrot. Over.
Reset him.
Oh dear. Alright. We'll go again then. white pawn to echo, to 5 echo. Sorry, to 4 echo. Still with me? Over.
Stuff's not interacting right now. Over.
Roger. Are you unable to move the chess pieces now? Over.
Seem to just be a bit of a hiccup. Over. I've gotten the pawns moved, moving the white bishop now. Said he went to Charlie or Bravo row. Over.
Oh no. Oh, this one's tricky.
Yeah, well, now we know what we're doing. Okay, so for the chess moves, if nothing else, it makes it... I guess it's hard to tell what those differences. But yeah, just the Bravo and numbers seem to be the simplest way to do it.
Roger, so if I just omit all the pieces, I just tell you this grid to that grid, are you going to be able to do that?
Affirmative. If you include what piece it is, that'll probably help.
Roger. Stand by. I'm going to try and... This is a very fast-moving film that I have to watch, hence the difficulty here. I'm gonna watch through the whole thing and try and write down the moves and see if I can do it that way.
You'll cut the over.
Are you already freezing to death?
Affirmative, but currently it's only at the edges of my screen. Over.
Roger, I will try and jot this down quickly.
Yeah, part of the difficulty last time, and as it went on, my field of vision grew more and more narrow. Over. Appear to have the same moves as last time. Over.
Affirmative.
Okay, the 2 pawn moves have been completed. Over.
Roger, you can just go ahead. White bishop goes to from 1 foxtrot to 4 foxtrot. Wait, hold on. That doesn't seem right. Stand by.
You mean 4 Charlie?
From 1 foxtrot to 4 Charlie. Affirmative.
Okay, the bishop has been moved. Over.
Just getting the last moves here in order. Stand by. It's a bit long.
last bit of time. Over.
Roger, so last move was white bishop, correct? Over.
Affirmative. Over.
Roger, go ahead and move a black pawn from 7 Bravo to 6 Bravo.
Affirmative. Pawn moved. Over.
Roger, white crowned piece from 1 Delta to 3 Delta. Over.
1, 2, 3. Affirmative.
Black piece, knight from 8 Bravo to 6 Charlie. Over.
Knight moved. Over.
Last move, that white crowned piece goes up to 7 Foxtrot. Over. I think it was 7 Foxtrot. It's going to take the piece right in front of it. Over.
That was close. Over.
That was really annoying. Over. So I've got that entire set of moves on about a 5-second film. It does about 1 move per second, one piece to another square. That was a mind fry right there. Over. Let me know what we got next.
Good copy. We have a lot of spikes. I have a book with symbols akin to what was in the painting room, and a blank grid in front of me. I think this is a Last Crusade style path across the room puzzle. Over.
Good copy. I have several of those books like that here in the library. I've been checking them out. They don't seem to do much. I can't open them and read them or anything. Over.
Affirmative. Do you have a 5x5 grid of anything? Over.
I haven't seen one and no more rooms open. I'm gonna go have a look around, see if I missed anything. Over.
Good copy. Over. My book is Rose Petal, Broken Church Door, symbol that would take a lot to describe, a diamond-headed, diamond-hands, 3-legged man, and a sailboat, a sail houseboat with a giant apple with a dot on it, on top of it. Over.
Roger, identical book in my library. Check the back of your book, because mine has instructions for you on it. Just want to see if yours do as well.
My book is open on a pedestal. I cannot move it. Over.
Roger, so this is going to be giving you cardinal directions. Do you still not have a compass? Over.
The book is on a compass, but there is nothing marking north currently. Over.
Roger. Well, I've got your instructions here for you, but it is going to be directing you in north and east directions as well as west, so it may be important for you to have an orientation here, but regardless, just let me know when you want some instructions as to where to step. Over.
Fern, if there's no southerly directions, I can assume north is forward. Over.
Roger. These are in a bit of an odd order, so I'm going to try and put them together correctly, but I believe your first move is 2 steps northward. Over.
Affirmative. I'm going to assume that's from the center square, as there are stairs leading up to it. Over.
It does state starting from the far east. I'm not sure. It states, I'll just read out, there's 2 sections here. It states, starting from the far east, after moving 2 steps north, head 2 steps toward the west. So it's in a bit of a It's Yoda giving you directions, essentially, is what's happening here, so I'm trying to piece them together right. Over.
Good copy, over. I would assume that means I'm going to start on the far right, go forward 2 squares, and then go left 2 squares. Over.
Roger. How's it going? Over.
Well, I didn't die. Over.
Roger, so you have a second set of instructions. I assume you're still standing on some tiles in the middle of this place. Over.
Affirmative.
Roger, so after those 2 steps west, it states, move 2 steps toward the north, take a step east before, heading forward once more. So if the order is to be trusted here, I believe 2 steps north, 1 step east, 1 step north. Sounds like we got it. Over.
Affirmative.
Got another door open here. Over.
Affirmative. I'm now in a room with clothing racks, some stairs. Sounds like a stage happening. I have a lot of cranks, levers, a trap door. I have a lever that says Bloodlight. I have a lever for scene 1. A panel of 6 different cranks. Over.
Roger, I have just entered a theater with a stage. Over.
Good copy. Over. I also have little rooms on the left and the right. On the right, it looks like stage cutouts. I have one with a castle painted on the back and one with a crown painted on the back on my right. On my left, I have 3. I have one with 3 dudes jumping around painted on the back, one with a sword and crown painted on the back, and one with like a queen's crown painted on the back. Over.
Roger, this theater and stage is currently barren, but I have a record to play here. I'm gonna give that a listen real quick. There once was a castle filled with life. Oh, it stopped. Let me try that. Castle. Over.
Has a castle gone on stage? Over.
Should maybe be moving across the stage. Over.
Have you seen a castle on the stage yet? Over.
I have an archway on the stage. Over.
The archway had the castle on the back. Over.
Roger.
And from whichever direction the castle came, that same side has the presumably king's crown on the same side as well.
Me. Over.
What was that? Over.
Something is coming for me. Over. The record keeps stating there once was a castle filled with life. Castle is partway on stage. I'm not sure what else to do here. Over.
Is it more on stage now? Over.
Negative. It has receded into the wall. Over.
Is it on stage now?
One
Over.
more. Over. Give it one more. Over. Right there. Are you able to open some sort of trapdoor or something relating to life? Because the castle is filled with life. Over.
Negative, but there was a lot of people on the other side. Over.
Roger, send out the people. Over.
Are the people coming out? Over.
People incoming. Keep going. 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 And one more. Keep going. It's getting closer.
Is that good or one more? Over.
One more. Over.
It won't turn anymore. Over.
Roger, give the castle one more. Over. Other way. Two more. Over.
Won't go anymore. Over.
Roger, send out whatever the third one is. Over. Roger, I think that's the right one. Can you send it one more out? Over. Perfect. Over.
Okay, I just finally figured out how to break out of those levers. I was kind of trapped there. I have a trap door here I can try and open. Or there's a lever I can pull for scene 1.
Open trap door. It's very close. Over. I think it's sapping my life. Over.
Did that do anything? Over?
People are gone now. Over. Put the people back and take the queen away. Over. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, queen is gone. Can you try the door? Over.
There once was a castle filled
Trapdoor didn't work, but scene 1 lever worked. There's now scene 2.
King and his wife. Over.
King and his wife? Okay, good copy.
It is taking a seat and is watching the play now. Over.
Do you have a king coming on stage? Over.
Roger, king is coming on stage. Go ahead and put the queen out as well. The faster, the preferable. Over.
Is the queen coming out, or am I getting the people again?
Now.
The king and queen out? Because I pulled the lever, nothing happened.
Try the door, maybe. Over.
Castle? I don't know.
Roger, well, second stage is there lived a king with his wife. I don't...
Is the castle coming out? Over?
Roger, castle's coming out. Stop there. Roger, that stage is complete, I believe. Over.
Affirmative, over.
All were happy and all was good. I don't know what that one means, and it's coming on the stage! It states all was happy and all was good. Maybe we have everything back on stage age now. Over. Castle and King in position. Over. Queen is in position. Over. People's coming out now. Okay, that's everything in place.
All were happy, and all was good.
Take away the people and the queen. Over. Because the king has killed all that he could. People are gone. Take off the queen. Over.
Is that the queen? Over.
Wrong one. King is exfilling. King is exfilling. It is jumping onto the stage. Bring the king back and take the queen away, please.
These levers are bloody marked, okay?
Bring the castle back. It's my only line of defense. Castle is in position to queen. That's the king.
I'm sorry, okay, over. Is this one? Is that the queen going?
Okay, queen is on her way out.
Do we need the
God, I hope
bloodlight?
this works.
Do we need the bloodlight or I just hit the scene? I don't know.
I don't think it's working. I don't know what just happened.
We'll get it okay. Oh, we're back at here. Over.
That was scary.
Oh, I guess it's different now. Okay, it's a different puzzle for the grid room. Over.
And over.
Girl with a big bow on top of her head, church with a broken cross, curly-tailed snake person with a flat head, dude with circle hands and head doing the splits while raising his hands above his head, and a robot boat with a little dot on the top segment and an antenna out the top. Over.
Roger, e-girl with cat ear headphones, broken church entrance, lizard man, celebrating man, and robot boat.
Affirmative. Over.
Roger, you're gonna want to start in the far west corner here. Over.
Affirmative.
Move 3 steps north. Over.
Affirmative.
Take 2 steps. Take 2 steps to the east. Over.
2 steps to the east. Over.
1 step south. Over.
1 step south. Over.
Now states continue toward the eastern wall, then head toward the end of it all. Over.
Affirmative. Good copy. Made it across.
Nice. Door is open.
Affirmative. Entering the stage now.
Roger, before Shadow Demon comes and eats my soul, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Sorry, I got some food as well. Still with me, over?
Still here, over.
Roger. Ready to put this play on, over?
Ready as I am. Never gonna be, over.
Welcome to tonight's feature show.
Roger, we're gonna need the castle and the people. I think the positions they stop in are as far as you can move them, so don't worry too much about that, over. I'll just let you know if it falls short. Castle needs a bit more, over.
Good copy, over.
There once was a castle filled with life.
We now need king and wife, and I think we might have needed the castle last time as well, over.
And there lived a king with his wife.
This one states, all were happy and all were good. I don't remember, this might have just been everything. People, castle, king and queen, over.
Affirmative.
All were happy and all was good.
This one states, until the king killed all he could. So, just castle and king maybe, over. Oh, hello, sword king.
Until the king killed all he could.
Good. Standing in blood, he proudly said. Is my next line, over. There is a red light where the original king would stand. Bring out the normal king, over.
Good copy.
Roger, that wasn't right. I think... That's a negative. Red light has just gone off. Over.
Yeah, here I gotta switch this as blood light.
Roger, so leave that light on. It's currently on. Bring back the original king and take away everything else. Over. And go ahead and take away the castle. Over. And we'll see if that does it.
Standing in blood, he proudly stands.
Nice. Oh, just in time for it to start crawling on the stage. Okay, weird things are happening here.
Yeah, I got a trapdoor that's opened up, but it won't let me fall down it over.
Press E on it. Over.
No, over. Oh, hey!
Where did you go? Over.
Right behind you.
Door. Oh no. Go. I'm dead.
Actual hell!
Hmm. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Now I kind of understand the top game. I think we can. This has some replayability to it.
Yeah, because I got an achievement for escaping and leaving your friend behind.
Yeah.
I wonder if as you play it, if there's like just things you can do that maybe unlock a different ending or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't know, because the thing pretty straightforward, but maybe there was some hidden